Hi again, everybody. It's Ken Iverson back in Kent, Washington, USA, near Seattle, Washington, USA, in the great Pacific Northwest, on the North American continent, the continental United States of America. It's Tuesday afternoon, September 14th, 2010. It's now approximately 2:33 in the PM, Pacific Daylight Time. This is the second installment, probably be the last one I do today, the second installment in flood relief for Pakistan, 2010. So let's get started. I'm suggesting here that we can change the world by listening to what I'm saying now. If your language is English, or your second language is English, or your third language is English, or your fourth language is English, it doesn't matter. As long as you understand what I'm saying, we can translate the message that I gave about the boxes that Mr. Fakhr-e-Alam had in English and the Urdu language. We can translate that into virtually every language in the world. And we can do that. We can do that because because we can do that. If you can speak English at all and you're listening to me, we can get massive flood relief to Pakistan, and I'll tell you how. Listen to this now. I have the PIA Pacific, or Pakistan International Airways managers, cargo managers internationally, and these are the cities around the world where Pakistan International Airways flies from to Pakistan. And so if you're in any of these cities around the world, and you'll see, I'll list them all. I'll just go down and list them all, and I'll tell you how to get to this site. The site I'm taking this from is www.piac.com .pk/flood _relief/ERP in caps ERP.htm in lowercase, and that'll take you to the site, the help desk, where I'm taking this information from right now. It's easy to do. I Googled it and I found this information. You can do it too. So let me list the places that these are the managers, the PIA's manager, cargo managers, international. These are the countries that we want to translate into your language, whatever language it is in this countries, and I don't know all of the languages. So listen to this. The first one is Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. And they have a listing here. I won't list all of them, but Mr. Ibrahim Yusuf Zai. And it lists his 2 phone numbers and also the email address. The email address let's see, it's the first name and second name and all that, at piac.aero. That's the end of the email address, at piac.aero. So the next one is Al Ain in United Arab Emirates, and Dr. Nasrullah Khan. And I won't list all of the names now, but I'm going to go down each one of these countries. And if you're listening in English, doesn't matter if it's your first language or not, if you're listening in English, you can translate what I'm saying and about the boxes that Mr. Fakhr-e-Alam translated from Urdu into English and English into Urdu, and that you can translate into your languages. So here we go. The third one is Amsterdam in Holland. So you translate that into Dutch, what we said about the boxes. The next one is Bahrain, and I don't know, I suppose that's Arabic there. Bangkok in Thailand. There may be several different languages there. You can translate into that language, do it on YouTube, and essentially what I said and what my friend, my Pakistani friend, said in Urdu and English. Barcelona, Spain in Spanish. Habla Español. Beijing in China. translated into Chinese, Mandarin, and whatever. Birmingham, UK, that would be English. Bradford, UK, that would be English again. These are places around the world where Pakistan International Airways flies from. Jeddah, and that's the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Dr. Bakur Raza Navi. And then Kabul in Afghanistan. Kathmandu in Nepal. Translate that into your language. In Kathmandu, if you can understand me in English, you translate that into the language you have in Nepal, Kathmandu. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Translate that into the language there. Kuwait, whatever language you speak there, if you understand me in English, translate what we said about the boxes and that into English, or into your language. Leeds, UK, that's English. London, UK, that's English. Manchester, UK, that's English. Milan, Italy, parla italiano. You can translate into Italian if you're hearing me in Italy right now. In Mumbai, in India, you can translate into Hindi or whatever language. I imagine there's lots of languages in India. Muscat, Oman, translated that into probably Arabic, whatever language. You know the languages. New York, USA, that's English, of course. Oslo in Norway, that's Norwegian. Paris in France, parlez-vous français? You translate that into French. Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you translate that into Arabic. Rome, Italy, translate that into Italian. Parla italiano. Io ho studiato a Firenze per 6 mesi, molti anni fa. Una studente di Stanford University. Tokyo, translated into Japanese. Toronto, that's English, or that's French. In the eastern part of Canada, that would be French and English. Toronto is probably more English. Islamabad, translated into your language in Islamabad, probably Arabic and some other languages. Lahore in Pakistan. Karachi, another one, Karachi. So you see how this is going now. We can change the world. We can change the world, and you can help. ERC, I don't know what ERC stands for, but and then Cargo Head Office Management. These are the people. These are the big people. Dr. Sahil, Yayub, GM Cargo and SpeedX, Mr. M, Iqbal Bashir, DGM Cargo Operation. And all of these, when you go to this website, all of their phone numbers are listed and all of their email addresses are listed. So you know how to get in touch with them in your own individual countries. And we can do this around the world. I've just given you the information here on the countries. Now, let me go down here. You can translate this into your language also. The organizations that the organizations that, let's see here, that are aiding in Pakistan. The first one, organization and charity seeking flood relief donations. The first one is the EDI Foundation, EDHI Foundation. EDI Foundation is the trusted and award-winning relief and volunteer works organization of Pakistan, which is also active internationally. EDI Foundation has one of the largest private ambulance services networks in the world. That's important. That's important in Pakistan right now. The foundation provided invaluable services during the earthquake in 2005 and is currently involved in flood and relief work in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, and Sindh. The Pakistan Red Crescent Society is a reputable, non-governmental humanitarian organization. And we know the mission. All these missions are the same, to help people. The Rural Support Programs Network, RSPN, is the largest national non-governmental network of rural development programs in Pakistan called Rural Support Programs, or RSPs. Their mission is to mobilize rural communities. And let's go down the list here. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're running up against it. We may have to have another segment here. International. These are international organizations. United Nations High Commission for Refugees, UNHCR. USA, American Red Cross. We all know about the American Red Cross. The sponsored links for that I got when I Googled here. Let's see. Were worldvision.org. They are located in Federal Way, which is about 5 miles from where I'm sitting right now. Their international headquarters is located in Federal Way. I've donated many things for hurricane relief and flood relief and so on to World Vision. I just take it in my car and I drop it off, and they send it around the world. UNICEF, USA.org. That's another good organization. mercycorps.org /Pakistan flooding. That's another good organization. So, and then in another USA organization, if you're hearing me in the United States, how are we doing on time here? We got a little bit of time. International Medical Corps. International Medical Corps is a humanitarian, non-sectarian global organization of volunteer doctors and nurses dedicated to saving lives and providing relief through healthcare, training, and development programs. International Rescue Committee. United States Fund for UNICEF. Save the Children. Save the Children is a leading organization dedicated to ensuring the physical and emotional well-being of children in the United States and around the world. U.S. Agency for International Development. They're all over the world. In Italy, I think I went to I believe it was a U.S. U.S. Agency for International Development in downtown Florence, down by the river Arno, I believe. Islamic Relief USA is a 501c3 nonprofit organization working around around the world to alleviate poverty, suffering, hunger, and illiteracy, irrespective of color, race, or creed. Helping Can for Relief and Development. These are all organizations. You can translate this into your language and get the word out. These are the ways to contribute. World Vision, I mentioned them as a sponsor, like when I Googled it here. This is right in Federal Way. The international headquarters is in Federal Way, just 5 miles from where I'm located right now, near Seattle. In the UK, the British Red Cross. In the UK, Oxfam. Oxfam International is a confederation of 14 organizations working with over 3,000 partners in around 100 countries to find lasting solutions to poverty and injustice. Disasters Emergencies Committee, DEC. The Disasters Emergencies Committee is an umbrella organization which represents 13 including UK aid agencies. Muslim Hands. Muslim Hands is a UK registered charity working internationally in over 40 countries worldwide. Abyssine Foundation. The Abyssine Foundation, how are we doing on time? We got a little bit. We got about a minute. We're going to make it here, I think. In Canada, World Vision Canada. Republic of Ireland, Concern Worldwide. Trocare is the official overseas development agency of the Catholic Church in Ireland. And that pretty much covers it. So we've covered all of this. We have the international cities and these countries, and you translate it into your language, what we said about the boxes in part 1. Maybe Mr. E. Alam can translate into the Urdu language what I've said about the international agencies here, and also the PIA countries and the contact people in those countries. We can do this. We can go around the world, and we can do it. So this is Ken Iverson signing off in Kent, Washington, USA. Bye-bye for now.